and it was a good debate and a reflection on the report itself, and different views in terms of this issue. Unfortunately, Deputy Tobin, who's not here now, he conflates the issue of assisted dying and suicide. I think that's extremely unhelpful in terms of this issue. And those that do that, I think they do it deliberately, which is really, really, really unfortunate. I just want to kind of put on the record that I'm not supportive of, an expansion of, people can avail of assisted dying under any circumstances. I think under disability, in terms of mental health or age, assisted dying should not be available. But it should be available in certain circumstances which the report laid out. And I think that's very, very, very reasonable. If you look at different jurisdictions, and this is where, those that oppose assisted dying, they say, well, once you put assisted dying in, then it expands. But if you look at Oregon, it hasn't expanded in 30 years. And where the committee looked at the kind of model was in Victoria in Australia. And all of Australia now has legislated for assisted dying. In New Zealand, 3 years ago, there was actually a popular referendum in terms of, they put it to the people. They put it to the people of New Zealand, do you support legislation around assisted dying? And a clear majority supported assisted dying. So that's very, very important. And it's very important in terms of eligibility and in terms of who can avail of assisted dying. Because you have a ludicrous situation where some people in this country and other countries know if they want to avail of assisted dying, they would have to go to Switzerland. And this has happened in numerous cases. Pretty, really difficult circumstances where a loved one cannot travel with that person because actually they could be prosecuted. So it's very, very antiquated in terms of legislation. And as a person, I've I suppose, campaigned all my life for assisted living. I think this is a great concept. Assisted living is, that's part of everybody that that tries to make good for the most of people. So assisted living is extremely important, but assisted dying is also important, and it's a voluntary decision. That's why it's called voluntary assisted dying. This is not a decision that somebody is imposed on anybody. You can never have that. This is not a decision that's taken lightly by any means. This is a decision that is extremely fundamental and extremely difficult for that person. So I say to people that oppose assisted dying, in a situation where you have a loved one that is coming to the end of their life, who is to say, and regardless who you are, who is to say to that person, well, you have to live for the next number of months in very difficult circumstances? Who has the right to say that to that person, that they have to go through every single moment of that difficult ending? Nobody. The only person that really, really has to say is that person in that circumstances. And that's why I think assisted dying should be legislated for. Just finally, Chair, look, this is a complex debate. I know. I know, and that's why I'm finishing early.
Will you pause your debate there for a moment and get to conclusion after that?
I'm going to conclude in 20 seconds, and then I'll let John in. Is that okay? Okay. So yeah, this is a complex issue, and hopefully it's not a divisive issue, and I hope it can be legislated in the next Dáil. Hopefully I can come back and push this issue, and if I'm not lucky to get back, then hopefully somebody else. But I really do believe that assisted dying will be legislated in Ireland in the next number of years. It's inevitable that will happen. There's public support for it. I actually believe there's a majority of TDs that actually support this recommendation. That's why I will be putting this to a vote on Wednesday. Thank you.